Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Winning Streak. We are currently on episode 33. I'm your host, Bryson.
And I'm Zeke.
And I'm Parker.
And today, same stuff as last few episodes, starting with hot takes. I am doing 3 this week. So my first one, I said Jokic will continue to play at a consistent, if not at least near triple-double stat line, win another ring, and retire as an arguable GOAT center.
I agree. I think that's fair.
I
don't see him regressing for like a good four seasons.
His play style is like it's not reliant on like
athleticism,
physical attributes whatsoever.
It's just on pure skill.
You can't diminish that.
He could blow out both ACLs, and I think he'd still be just as good as he is. It's not like he's like
he doesn't move.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be like the first guy back or anything.
His basketball IQ is just insane.
Yep. He averages a triple-double basically every season now. Yep. He has a ring. He's the most efficient player of all time, literally. I don't see why. I feel like a lot of the old heads are going to argue like Kareem and like all the old guys and stuff, but
I think he.
But as far as like
it's
player
possible,
efficiency and like all those guys eventually slow down.
Yeah, no one even looked at Jokic's 42-point near triple-double last night. It's just normal now. Like stuff like that is crazy. It's ridiculous.
Really,
like
at this point,
we've never seen that except for Russ, and that was still not as crazy. I don't think. But with my second hot take, I said C.J. Stroud will win MVP next year.
That's a big step up. I don't know.
Yeah.
He was already close this year on his rookie year with an injured team for the most part.
I guess.
He was like a candidate. He was like a top
He was top 5, I would say.
I'd say like
top 5 to 7. He was above.
I don't know. It would take like
he was above guys like Tua and.
It would really just depend on like. Because honestly, team success. MVP is like it's a team award.
Yeah. They got to the second round of the playoffs this year without their key player.
It's a regular season award, so I feel like
that's true.
Yeah,
I feel like for that to happen, the Texans would have to like win the conference.
Yeah. I could see in like 2 years, give them like another year, maybe acquire some more decent stock.
But I don't know.
Okay,
I really do need to like see some more before I jump that far up. But I mean, he's up there.
I mean, if he does the same thing this season with a healthy receiver core the whole season, and they get a running back, which I would hope they do, then I don't see why not. They would be a crazy team with that.
I mean, Singletary didn't play bad this year.
Yeah,
he didn't play necessarily good either, though.
He was mostly second half of the season because they were having issues.
Yeah.
But he did step up for sure.
That's true. And then with my third hot take, I kind of thought this one was funny. I said Stephon Diggs will either end up on the Cowboys or the Jets next season.
I think that's spot on, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's because I mean I was looking at like the salary side of it. Yeah, it's bad. Like
it's really bad. If they get rid of him, before June 1st, they'll have $19 million free in cap space.
Yeah, they're going,
which is gross.
100%.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
And we are actually going to get into this in my in another segment later in the episode, but those are my 2 Super Bowl teams for next year, so it'll be interesting to see which one he plays for, I think. If not them, I could see the Bears making a move for him, honestly. Like, the Bears are going to – I feel like they have to make a move for a big receiver this offseason.
That's not, like –
That'd be good.
Yeah, that's not crazy.
Outlandish, my bad.
That could end up well for both teams, for sure. Justin Fields could really prove himself. Bills could.
So maybe, like, the Bears don't want to bring him in there.
That's why I think with the Cowboys –
he'll go for, like, a third-round pick.
That's it.
His stock is so
his stock is so low because
his contract.
His contract's horrible, and
he's a dick.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think anyone would stoop that low. Like the Bills would not take that. I think at least a second.
I don't know. What
they might not have an option. The Bills don't want him.
You're never gonna get a receiver in the 3rd round like Diggs, though. I don't think. I mean, you obviously could, but the chances.
He's not young either.
No, that's true.
They'll probably just sign someone else
this year.
Free agency. Like if they move
they're
on
gonna,
from him and get like a low pick.
Yeah,
that's
they're gonna
true.
go after somebody, or they're gonna draft somebody this year.
I
probably will draft somebody this year.
Yeah, I think honestly, if the Cowboys want to go all in and we can realize it's our last year to win it, I think we go for him and put Derrick Henry on like a $5 million contract. Jerry Jones just goes out as an owner with a bang.
I wouldn't be surprised if Derrick Henry did go for like real minimum.
He has gone for $4 to $5 million a year.
Yeah.
So he easily would, especially if to a team like the Cowboys or like
I think
arguably the Niners or something like that.
Yeah, well, he wants to win.
If they want to get rid of McCaffrey.
He wants to be on a contender. He said it.
Yeah. I'm
He's gonna end
curious.
up on a team like the Cowboys.
It's gonna be the Cow. Yeah, I was literally about to say Cowboys or
That's
Ravens.
how it's gonna end up being, unless there's just like
Lions. I guess
even
they
if
have
the
a good
Bills
core though.
If they were to get rid
that's
of them,
another option
they could bring
for
him in.
sure.
Yeah,
but I mean
Lions. Yeah, like it's unlikely though. Bears, if they really want to build their own.
For the
fields.
Bills, it doesn't really make that much sense. I mean, James Cook has been pretty.
James Cook was great the rest of the season. So, both agree kind of with that one.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And then getting into I have a 2K team. I don't know what you guys have.
I did 2K as well.
2K?
I got 2K.
Okay. So guess the 2K team. Who wants to start?
I get a weird feeling that
you want me to go start? I have a feeling one of us picked the same one. I'll go first.
I don't know why.
I feel like Parker has the same one as me. So if you do, don't say anything.
All right. Point guard.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, my bad.
You're good.
Point guard, 92.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Shooting guard, 77. Small forward, 85. Power forward, 97. Center, 81.
This isn't the Heat, is it?
Nope.
You said power forward, 97?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was the point guard?
92.
Oh, it's the Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I knew it right away. I was like, okay.
I put it
point
together. I
guard
was
and
like,
power
who's
forward.
a really good power forward that doesn't have
I know. That's the only reason I got it was power forward.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go next to me?
I thought Brook Lopez was
You go ahead and go.
Yeah. He's kind of
Brook
low.
Lopez has always been pretty underrated.
Yeah. So for my team, my point guard is a 90. My shooting guard is an 80. My small forward is an 82. Power forward is an 86. Center is an 82. And I put as a note, not positive how accurate and updated these were, but I'm like 90% sure they were accurate.
What did you say the shooting guard was?
80.
80.
I know point guard and I think shooting guard are definite, which is 90 and 80.
I mean, like a high rating like that, and then what was the power forward, small forward?
86 for the power forward, 82 for the small forward. And then I think the center might be injured, but I might just be tripping. He's an 82.
I was going to say,
I don't know why I'm so lost on this. Completely.
I was going to say, like, the
blinking.
Pacers, but I don't think it's the Pacers.
No.
It's not.
It's not a bad guess, though.
Rated higher.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other point guards that are really good. Is this the Thunder?
No.
Okay.
The Knicks.
That
Jalen Brunson. I don't know why that just didn't come to mind as a 90 overall.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson didn't come to mind. I said for accurate updated, is Mitchell Robinson playing right now or is he injured? Why do I feel like he's injured?
I don't know why.
I think
I have a weird feeling that he was injured.
I haven't heard anything about him. I could be tripping.
He is injured because he was like the leading rebounder and then he got or defensive player and he got injured. I think, unless I'm completely wrong, which is very possible.
No, I feel like he was either injured now or earlier in the season.
Zeke is checking for us, I think.
Oh yeah, he's out.
He's out.
Yeah,
okay, so yeah,
he
that's
made a return
fair.
at the late in the season. They got like injured a disabled player exception on him.
It got declined. They declined it. The league did.
Oh yeah,
Really?
they did.
Yeah,
they
that was
declined it
so
because
stupid.
there's optimism that he will.
Yeah,
return.
that's dumb to me.
Fun.
But yeah, so you still kind of could have guessed it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is kind of
That
hard.
wouldn't have been the giveaway for me, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and do
the trade threw me off.
That's what I was gonna.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they were just involved in a trade, but that would have completely given it
Yeah.
away. You would have either
I
said
would've been like,
one would say Raptors, one would say Knicks.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do yours.
Okay. I did this team a few weeks ago, and then
You shouldn't have said that.
I know. It's just like, because you would have been like, you already did this team, and I would have been like,
Yeah.
okay, so
Okay,
I'll
that's
just say it. We've done this every week for like 10 weeks, so it doesn't even matter. Point guard 93, shooting guard 79, small forward 79, power forward 87, and center 85.
Actually, don't remember this one.
Wait, say it again.
Point guard 93, shooting guard 79, small forward 79, power forward 87, center 85.
Is it the Warriors?
No.
Oh.
So good point and a good small forward.
Power forward and center.
Oh, power forward and center. Oh shit. Is this updated? Is this
Yes.
Is this the Pacers?
Yes, this is the Pacers.
Damn it.
That's why I said that, because I did the Pacers like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I was
And
thinking
got
them, but I was
Siakam.
like,
I was
no.
like, oh yeah, Siakam.
I was thinking about it. There's no way. Can't be right. All right, that's a good one actually. Siakam threw me off.
Yeah,
So-
all the trades have been throwing me off on these.
Dude, I know. It's gonna make it way
That's
more
what
fun,
actually
though.
threw me off on the Knicks. OG Anunoby.
Yeah.
I was
That's
just
what threw
like-
me off.
So, getting into start bench cut. I'll go ahead and go first because I really like mine.
Okay.
Your guys' start bench cut, all in their prime, obviously. Allen Iverson, Russell Westbrook, and Dwayne Wade.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Dwayne Wade, Russell Westbrook, AI. It's the only way
I was
I can
gonna
go
say
with
the
that.
same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like AI lives off of like moments rather than
Yeah,
career
exactly.
success.
Honestly.
You could argue
You could
Russ
argue
over
over
D
Russ.
Wade.
Yeah.
Or no.
I mean, it's possible.
I
D
think
Wade
you
got
could,
rings. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could argue like Russ's insane season, but that's like the only thing.
Yeah,
you
that's
could
what I was
have him
thinking.
over D-Wade.
Mr. Triple Double was gross.
Yeah.
He was doing literally everything
I mean,
on
like
the court.
the only thing
He was
is,
super
like,
efficient.
The
too.
AI.
It's like
Russ
his-
argument would be the only one for me there.
That's fair.
The AI
I feel
arguments is it's like
I
his
feel like Dwayne Wade's just like a
impact
whole
is-
like tier ahead, to be honest.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's standing. But
Who else would you have put as like a better comparison for those two? Like who's on their level? Do you think?
on
Just
their
curious. Closer to them than D Wade is.
to them.
level? Oh,
Yeah,
I
like
thought
who
you
would have
were
been a
talking
better
About
comparable
D-Wade.
player?
Yeah, I thought you
I was
were
gonna say
talking
the
about-
only thing that's like relatively close is like Kobe. And he's
Yeah.
like a step below Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI, Russ, could say Prime Harden, I guess.
Yeah.
Equal level, in my opinion.
I'd compare.
I'd say better, to be honest.
I'd compare
Really?
like
I have like Harden. Like Harden's one of the best scorers of all time
Yeah.
in my book.
Okay.
I'd put a guy like Trey, honestly.
Like
that's honestly not
statistically,
insane.
but we're talking like.
Yeah.
I'm talking like just
Yeah.
pure statistics.
That's not insane, honestly,
I mean, Trey's
at all.
severely underrated. He's gonna be
But
one
it
of
just
those
sounds
guys that,
insane.
Like,
It's
yeah,
like one of those
it's-
things that sounds
yeah.
insane, but when you actually
when you
have
look at,
any
like, the
sort of ball knowledge, it's not.
statistics, Yeah, it's
Like,
not that crazy.
You can take 34 and 10 every night.
Yeah.
So, who wants to go next? I'll let you guys pick.
You know?
True.
Okay.
All right. My start bench cut is DeJounte Murray, Cam Thomas, and Anthony Simons.
Huh.
All pretty similar players.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know, honestly. That's
Isn't
kinda hard
Anthony
one.
Simons averaging like 27 points or something?
23, I think.
Yeah, he's
Now?
averaging 23.
He was averaging
Gross.
27 at one
He's
point,
averaging, like,
and I was like,
23,
he is
4, and 5 or
quietly
something
like a
that.
great scorer.
well, that team's also trash. You got to keep.
Yeah,
Even
I
then,
know, yeah.
He's sitting at
put up,
22.8
He put up
right
like
now.
40 last year in one game. Like he's a solid player.
I'm going to go...
Have you seen the video where like somebody asked him a question? Like it was, you know.
Oh, yeah, I think I know which one you're talking
Mm,
I don't know. I want to start
That was
DeJounte because
close.
I do like him a lot, and I think he's really good. But
who was the third player?
DeJounte, Cam Thomas.
Okay.
and
I'm going to cut Cam
doesn't even-
Thomas.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I'm cutting
cut
him
He doesn't
first.
even play half the time.
Yeah.
He's continually
DeJounte
a
or
healthy
Anthony
scratch on
Simons,
that team for
though?
whatever reason.
They don't like him.
It's
The
because
Nets
he
do
only
not
he
like
only
pick-
cooks in front of Olivia Rodrigo.
You can pick first, and I'll just go opposite of what you say. Just so we can
I
have
was
an
gonna go
argument on there.
DeJounte, and then I was gonna go Anthony. You can agree. Like there's nothing stopping you. Like I prefer Anthony Simons. Like if I was gonna like have a team, but
Yeah.
I think DeJounte's still the better player right now.
Just to make people say one of us was correct in the comments for exposure, I'm going to go Anthony Simons, DeJounte Murray, and then Cam Thomas.
Okay.
Your turn, Zeke.
This one I did football. I should have done basketball. I apologize. So
It doesn't
now it's
matter
out of
at all.
place. But this one it was just like playoff QBs that aren't super duper elite. So we're going Jordan Love, Jared Goff, and Baker Mayfield.
Love, Baker, Goff.
Only
Oh,
one of
wow.
those guys is in the championship game right now. So you really do gotta.
When you look at it though, like Jared Goff is not good.
Jared Goff
bro.
does kind of get carried by his
he's
team.
a
I
field
do agree.
general,
He's good.
okay?
He's really good, and he does his
His-
thing, but he does kind
His
of get
stats
carried, I
like
think.
don't really back it up.
Stats aren't everything.
That's kind of hard because it's so weird to say Jordan Love first, but he looked really good until the end. I'll just go Jared Goff, We're talking season or playoffs?
Or just like who you would take.
Just overall after the season. Shit, that's even harder.
Yeah.
Because Baker had a really good
Because
season.
I'm talking
I would
like
say
if you're a GM and you
I
have
think Baker had a better
GM
season.
with disaster draft, you can draft these 3 guys.
Yeah.
You taking. Like that's how I always do this.
I
Kind of
think Baker had a better season than Jordan Love. I want to say Baker had a better season.
Jordan Love had undercover.
He had a really I know.
Season. Like
I'll just go ahead and say
arguably better than Lamar's season, to be honest. But
I'll say I guess Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Jordan Love. Even though that's probably incorrect and Jordan Love is above, but it's not unfair to say.
Okay. I feel like any of these are like correct, to be honest.
Yeah.
Depending
I just
on how
know
much
Jared Goff
how
is
many
going to get so
Packers
much
fans
hate.
are in the
Dude,
comments as usual.
Oh yeah, they're going to hate that.
And mine,
Perfect.
Parker, you give yours and I'll say mine. But
So, blind player stat comparisons. Mine
did you even say yours?
Yeah, I said mine earlier. I
Yeah.
said it. I said mine like immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear it.
Blind player stat comparison. Player 1 averaging 25, 4.1, 7.7 on 44.5% shooting in 81 games played. And then player 2.
Oh, this is all time.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot.
Player 2 averaged 26.7, 7.5, 7 on 51% shooting, so better in every stat in 79 games played.
79 games played.
Can you give us
So
the
it's 2
eras
Rs.
of these players?
No.
Are they the same era?
Yeah, it's the same year.
Oh, same year.
Yeah.
What year?
I'm not giving you it.
Okay.
Hurry up and pick.
Do you say the first guy was averaging 21 points?
25.
Oh, 25.
Is this like over career?
No. It's
This
for a
is
season.
one season.
Okay, one season.
What are you going with, Parker? Player A or B?
I know there's gonna be a trap.
I know.
No, it's not really a trap. Like,
I guess I'll go player B just
Yeah,
because
I
he
was
had
gonna
better
say player
stats.
B.
But
so player B was LeBron James in 2011, and player 2 was D Rose in 2011, who won the MVP over LeBron and robbed LeBron of 5 straight.
okay.
Completely robbed,
Yeah.
in my opinion. A lot of people like to argue that D Rose was the MVP that year and just deserved it, but I feel like it's really stupid when you look at stats
Yeah, he didn't deserve it whatsoever
at all. And like especially like when you look at like how people argue LeBron now, like with his MVPs and stuff, when he could have had 5 straight and it got robbed, that's
Yeah.
He also got robbed
Extra ridiculous.
like horribly of a defensive player of the year.
Yeah, he should have been.
Marc
yeah,
Gasol.
yeah,
Marc
for
Gasol's
sure,
robbery.
100%. So that one we'll see how
Tyson
people react to
Chandler.
that one.
Tyson Chandler's robbery. What was that, 2012?
I think so. I don't remember actually. So who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
All right, player 1, you were looking at 16, 3, and 6 on 48% field goal.
Okay.
And player 2, you're looking at 16, 4, and 5 on 47% field goal.
Player 1 sounded better, I think.
They're like
I kind of spaced
identical.
out, but player 1 sounded like a little better.
I'm gonna go with player 2 if you're going with player.
I'll
one.
go with player 1.
So I mean, they're pretty.
All right.
They're pretty similar. Like I mean,
it's low-key
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Who is it?
Player number 1 is D'Lo,
Okay.
and player number 2 is Derek White.
Okay. That is a pretty interesting
the
one.
Suns won.
Derek White's very underrated.
Nice.
He
KD's
is.
back-to-back 40 games.
Damn.
Derek White's like a
We
meme.
won?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Derek White's one of the most underrated players this season.
He's
by
been
far.
really good.
Yeah,
He's like
it's-
he's one of
he
the
had
most
like
efficient players
13
this
or like
season.
14 boards yesterday or something.
Did he
like that,
really?
Like 2 days ago.
But
I did
just
not
thought
see that.
one was funny looking at
It is
how
pretty
crazy
funny.
the stats are.
I
Like,
know.
identical.
Derek White would arguably have better stats than D'Lo on the or not arguably. He'd probably have better stats
Probably.
than D'Lo. He'd be
Okay.
averaging a crazy amount of assists,
Yeah.
like
That's fair.
crazy amount probably. So,
I mean, they're actually 2 guys in very similar positions on the.
yeah,
On
Yeah.
that is
teams,
true.
Except for Derek White's
Celtics
team's
are
a
actually
lot better.
succeeding. Yeah, I don't know how the Lakers are so bad, but go ahead.
Because the GM isn't good.
They're
bro.
playing
Yeah.
2K,
He's
bro.
cooked.
Yeah.
Okay, so this comparison is just playoffs. So both these players are 2 games played. So player A is throwing 62.3%. So fairly accurate,
Yeah.
I guess. 686 yards and 6 touchdowns with 2 picks. And then player B is 62.5 completion rate.
Similar, basically.
Yeah, pretty
Exactly
much
the same.
identical. 477 yards and 3 TDs and 0 interceptions.
Ooh.
So like 200 less yards, 1 or 2 less touchdowns.
Three less touchdowns.
And then
half as many and 2 less picks.
Yeah, 2 less picks. I think I'm going to go player 1.
I feel like it's Mahomes or someone and someone else. I'm going to go player 1 too.
Okay, player 1 is Baker Mayfield, and player 2 is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Patrick Mahomes only threw for 189 yards yesterday.
Yeah, I did see that.
It was
That's
kind
a
of
pretty
weird. It
crazy
felt
one.
like it was like a really like
Crazy.
That's a pretty
crazy
crazy
game
comparison.
for like passing yards and stuff, and it
Yeah, it
wasn't.
Dude,
Allen only threw for like
Pacheco had a good
215
game.
or something like that.
Baker should still be in the
did play pretty
playoffs
good.
too. Sad.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, those are actually all pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on to our next topic, one of the talk show topics for today. Should NBA add 1v1s to All-Star Weekend?
Yes.
That would be super
That'd be
cool.
fun.
I've
I've
never
always
even thought
said
of
like
it.
I've always wanted something like that.
Yeah.
Even
I feel like
3v3s,
NBA and
yeah,
NFL.
3v3s would be awesome. Or like king
Yeah.
of the court.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
So, if you had to pick 3 1v1s to happen, who would you pick?
3 1v1s to happen.
Yeah, I put 2 down.
Oh,
I would want to see Fox versus Shea
That would be a fun one.
and Chet versus Wemby, 100%.
That would be fun.
I want to see Jokic and Embiid.
I want to see beef.
I was
be
thinking that.
created by 1v1s and
Yeah.
All-Star games.
Braun and or not Braun, Book and Luka.
Braun and
Book and
MJ.
Luke would be good. I was thinking Book and Ant would be a really fun
That'd be
one.
cool.
I feel like Ant would cook, honestly. I don't know.
I don't know.
In like a 1v1 situation,
Yeah, I'd give
Ant's
it to Ant.
gross. Ant's
I
like a
think Ant
pure
is
street
just
ball
more
player.
Athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
The
else
problem
do
is
you guys
like
want to see?
because Book isn't like a slouch on defense. The only problem is like it's kind of a mismatch.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean,
Oh, AD versus Giannis. I would want to see that.
That'd be fun.
That'd be a perfect one.
I would actually because honestly, in a 1v1 situation like that, it's completely different. So you like
Yeah.
you could say, oh, Giannis is just gonna like
you know what
dunk
I'd
on
wanna
him or
see?
something,
We
but, like,
could, but
yeah.
AD's gross.
Curry and Trey.
That'd be a pretty good one,
Yeah.
actually. Trey and Kyrie, bro.
That
Trey
would
and
be
Kyrie
That
would
would be a
fun.
good
No
one.
defense played.
exactly.
Open
that-
mid ranges.
No, it'd be purely handles outside the
Yeah.
3 and half courts, bro.
just pure craft. That'd be a cool
Tatum
one.
versus LeBron would be kind of fun.
That would be good.
Mhm.
Tatum's gonna dunk on him again.
Who else did I want to see LeBron against? I was trying to think of who you could put
Cryogenically
him
frozen
against.
Michael Jordan.
I guess like Braun and I'd say like there's no like
There's no one to
Embiid,
compare
Jokic,
him to.
Yeah, you
It's so
can't-
weird.
You guys already said that.
Like, yeah, Embiid and Jokic would be fun. I mean, I feel like
Embiid flops in one.
I don't know. I feel like Embiid would just cook him, especially if it's like key ball or
Yeah.
something. But it's
I
a,
feel like
it's
they
a
would
1v
do it.
in a
But
1v1. I think for sure Embiid takes that. I'll have to the
that
next
kind of
next
situation, it's
episode.
like,
I'll make a list of 1v1s.
and
And
we
we'll
say
pick
who
up. Yeah,
wins.
we'll pick.
That's-
That'll be a
that's
fun.
a-
That'll be a fun one.
topic.
that's a cool clip.
You guys got to remind me because I'm gonna forget in 5 minutes. So, I did like that
Text
one.
to the group chat right now.
Okay. So, getting into our next topic, I'm just gonna list the stats, even though it's gonna be obvious who the player is, and then list the question. You already know it. So, this player, 4-time NBA champion, NBA Finals MVP 1 time, 2-time MVP, 9-time All-Star, 4-time All-First Team, 4-time All-Second Team, All-NBA Third Team, NBA All-Rookie First Team, 2-time scoring champ, 2-time three-point contest champion, NBA Steal Leader, 50, 40, 90 Club, and 75th anniversary. So why is Steph Curry not in the GOAT conversation to you guys?
I mean,
I think
And just on
it's-
top of his impact and
Just 'cause of
other
his-
stuff.
because of his team, it's
Yeah, that's just like
That's fair.
I don't know. When he retires, it's just like besides LeBron, I don't have anybody active in my
Yeah.
top 10, and it's just like I feel
That's
like
fair. Actually, that's true.
yeah.
I feel like Curry definitely belongs there, and I just haven't found a
It
place to
just,
put
I
him.
know.
Yeah,
It's like he
It just
definitely
doesn't
fits
seem
in,
right.
yeah.
and the problem is just like
It's
you put him
hard-
too high,
yeah.
you look stupid, and then you put him.
Yeah.
You put him on the list at all. To some people, you look stupid. You don't
Yeah.
put him low on the list, you look stupid. And then some people will do like stuff like put him like top 5 and stuff like that.
It's
I
gonna
know,
be,
it's-
it's gonna be one of those
It
things
just
where after
depends
his
how much you
career-
value like 80s basketball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he changed the game in such like a crazy way, and like
Oh,
even
yeah.
looking at the comments on the last video, talking about like Magic versus Curry, it was like so dead split.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because I feel like because I've said this so many times on here, but like Magic isn't the same kind of point guard, and
As Curry.
isn't even
At all.
truly a point guard. He's
No,
just a
I was gonna
guard.
say he's more of
So
a
he's
shooting
shooting
guard,
guard.
if
Yeah.
anything.
The only thing he does point guard like is take the ball up and then he just passes down, shoots from the corner. That's what he
Yeah.
does.
If he was considered a shooting guard, do you think people would look at him higher or no?
No, I don't think so. I think playing shooting guard just like because point guard is especially a like ball dominant scoring point guard is completely different from like
Yeah. And that's what I mean. That's kind of part of the reason, though, that I think it's possible because a lot of people look at him as like they look at traditional point guard, like how Magic could score and pass,
yeah
and they don't look at how like all the stuff Curry did without passing as good,
yeah.
and so they'll just immediately say, "Oh, he's not a good point guard.
yeah,
he doesn't
not-
play his
he's not
position, so
as
he's not
great of
good."
a point guard, but if we're talking greatest players of all time, impact stuff like that, he definitely belongs. I just don't know where to place him.
Yeah.
That's fair. So it's just kind of our reason why is it just doesn't seem right, which is
It's
completely
like-
fair.
Yeah, it just depends how much you value those chips, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
it can always be literally statistically the
I
greatest.
mean, the
team of
most
all
recent
time.
one
Yeah.
is just like that's like the truest ring he's gotten.
That ring was like
2021
100%
ring.
earned.
I mean, they played a good team.
He fought for
They
that,
beat him
for
pretty
sure.
good. They fought for it. That was honestly a relatively washed team. Honestly.
Yeah, it was honestly. They were
Like-
supposed to be.
It's crazy how much.
I mean, the
Jordan
year
Poole
before he got
helped
hurt,
that
and
year.
they had the second pick.
Yeah.
So
Jordan Poole did help a lot that year.
Jordan Poole locking in randomly was like
It was
so
crazy.
weird. Definitely had a part of it, but
He had so much
Bro
potential, and then
cemented himself
Draymond,
and then fell off.
Draymond stole it from him.
Draymond Green punched
hand
the
Space
soul
Jam.
out of his body.
We'll actually go ahead and use that in a few minutes.
Yeah,
Bro went Space Jam on him.
we can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I forgot. But we'll get into the last two NBA topics first. Our top 5 small forwards.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
my top 5 in order from first to last. LeBron number 1, Jason Tatum number 2, Scotty Barnes number 3, Kawhi Leonard number 4, Brandon Ingram number 5.
Okay.
I don't think it's insane, especially
to
when
see
you look
we're
at
mixing it
stats.
up,
I had
'cause I think
all
me and
of.
Parker's are
I've been
pretty
watching
similar.
them, but I had a tab of every single one of their
Yeah.
stats earlier, and I was like, who do I want? And some players had better stats, but I just think like these players' impact for their team
Bron's
and what
been
they're
having
doing
a
has
really
been better.
good season.
Bron's been
honestly
gross, dude.
I
Like
was looking at
24,
it,
7, and
it's-
7.
It's insane.
He's shooting like 54%.
Yeah,
too.
I think it was 51, but that's
And
still
I
like
even
the
I was
exact
just
same.
got
Gotten
it
more
earlier,
efficient.
and I was just like, I don't
He's
know.
insane, dude.
Because I mean, he doesn't have the points over Tatum, and Tatum's team is
No.
good, so that's why I kept Tatum.
Yeah,
Number
that's
one.
fair. He has the other 2 over Tatum though, and points is by like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
it's a
reason I
slim
can
margin.
see someone arguing Tatum is better is because his team is better, but he has a better team, in my opinion.
I don't know. Besides, like,
This season,
because I mean,
with how they're
LeBron is
actually
averaging
playing,
like 7 assists or something like
yeah,
that. right?
7. Around
Which is-
7.5
yeah.
rebounds. So you want
He's
to
been
go ahead
playing
and do
pretty-
yours?
Yeah, I'll go and get it in mine. So I had Jason Tatum first, and then I had Bron
Okay.
at 2, and then I had Kawhi at 3. He's been having a really solid season.
Yeah, not bad at all.
At 4, I had Scotty Barnes. He's been having a really underrated season. I
Yeah.
think he's also averaging 7 assists,
I think so.
which is, I mean, it's impressive.
7 or 8,
No, it's.
I think it's 6.
7.
Is it?
7. It's 8 boards, and then he's like 6. and a
Yeah,
half or
I
something
think you're
like
right.
that. But, I mean, the only thing that's not there for Scotty is points per game right now, because he's sitting at like
Still not bad.
20.1.
I think
or
he'll
something
probably
like
go
that.
up.
But
It should go up with the team doing
But
better.
honestly, for like scoring small forwards right now, it's just Bron
Yeah.
and
Tatum.
Tatum.
Okay.
Even Kawhi is only sitting at like 22 or
Yeah,
something like that.
he
And then
is.
at 5, I had Brandon Ingram.
Okay. I like
Honestly,
that a lot.
I feel like Jimmy probably has been better. He just has played like
Jimmy's been
14 less
injured,
games.
plus he was putting up shit stats when he was playing
Yeah.
even. He was
Yeah.
averaging like 24, 4, and 5, which is
Yeah.
kind of crappy for what he needs to be doing if he wants to
I mean, the
succeed.
team isn't like really bad at this point. They're pretty. They're
They're,
sitting.
No.
At,
they're just not a regular.
they're like
season
25
team.
and
They
19.
never are a regular season team.
So they're
That's
not,
why I don't
they're-
want to
I mean,
count
they're
them out.
out of the play-in right now, so they're doing pretty good. They're like they're 6 seed
Oh,
right
that's
now,
pretty
so they're
good.
doing solid.
Okay.
My number 1, I got Bron. 2, Tatum. 3, Kawhi. 4, Scotty. And then 5, you know, if Jimmy played like he did in the playoffs, I would have Jimmy
I
at
knew
like
you-
number
oh.
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
um,
fair.
Do you have him at 5?
I got Bi at 5 and Jimmy like honorable mention.
Okay, that's fair. Honestly, completely fair. I think the only thing we had different was I had Scotty above Kawhi.
Yeah,
And then you guys had the same.
which is
I think.
honestly completely fair.
Do you guys
but
have the same list?
Pretty much.
I think.
No, he has Braun and Tatum swapped.
Oh, okay. Damn. Just make editing harder, why don't you? Okay. Next topic. I have a little game for you guys. I have the top 5 players who lead the league in assist turnover ratio. And your job is just to try to guess the 5. Not in order. I'll give you the
This
order.
is a cool segment.
So, top 5 players who lead the league in assist turnover ratio. Guessing game begins. One of them, who you for sure think it is, it's not him.
So is Trey on that list?
Not him either.
Okay.
That was gonna be one of
So
mine.
we're going lowest or highest? Like
Best assist to turnover
okay,
ratio.
So okay.
Is De'Aaron Fox on there?
No.
Is Curry on there?
No. It's some decently unexpected people for sure.
For real?
Like what's the boundary on this? Like
I'll give you the
minutes
number
played and stuff
1
like that?
because the number 1 is absolutely unguessable. It's Tyus Jones. Remember
Okay.
the last 4.
That's not actually
the last
like,
4 are
I
pretty
wouldn't
guessable.
have guessed it, but like
It's not insane,
like
but you're not gonna
shocking.
guess
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
he's the starter.
Number 2 isn't surprising based off last year. Number 3 is a veteran on a really good
One of
team.
them's gotta be Hallie.
No.
What?
I know that he's number 6.
Hallie had 60 assists in a 3-game.
I know,
series.
and he's
How
still
does he even
not.
get there.
So,
That's
okay.
crazy.
I'll give you guys
Is
hints really
Jokic
quick.
on that list?
No. I'll give you hints to just get it easier. Number 2, I already gave you Tyus Jones as number 1. Number 2 was one of the best passers last year statistically. Number 3 is a veteran on one of the best teams in the league. Number 4 is on a new team and has underrated passing. Number 5 is on arguably the best team in the league and isn't a starter.
Isn't a starter on the best team in the league.
Who?
Who you said arguably, so like
It's
is one of those players Derek White?
no.
Okay.
Good guess though. I'll give you that hint. Good guess.
I don't know why that just like that came to me.
Same team.
Okay.
Okay.
Veteran.
No, not on that one.
Oh, okay.
That's number 3. Number 5 is just on the best team.
Well,
and-
I don't know why that's throwing me off so
Yeah.
much. Are these players like all guards?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of.
I can give you number 5 if you want.
Sure.
Peyton Pritchard.
Okay.
I was gonna-
Were you
That's-
going to
yeah,
guess Peyton Pritchard?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay,
I was like,
so you guys
dude, I was
have
blanking
2,
on a
3, and
guard.
4. Number 1 is Tyus Jones. Number 5 is Peyton Pritchard.
This is.
Dude, this is a hard list.
I don't know why I was like, dude. Before
The
I
other
asked
3
that,
are
I
not
was,
hard.
I was genuinely about to say Al Horford. I was like,
Dude, I was about to say.
The other 3 aren't as hard at
I
all,
was
but they're still
mixing
hard.
the fucking veteran with the Celtics. So
Veterans number 3.
Veterans number 3.
number 3.
His teammate put up a lot tonight.
It could be like 3 different guys.
Oh, Derrick Rose.
No.
Fuck.
Good guess though. That's the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I was thinking. I was
Talking
thinking.
about-
I was getting them mixed up.
Good
with
guess
fucking-
though
what's
if you were thinking it was Timberwolves.
If you were trying
Yeah,
to
that's
guess
what I-
Jones.
yeah, I was thinking. I always get the Grizzlies and the
Timberwolves,
T-Wolves mixed up just by mascot.
Mike Conley.
Yes.
Okay.
Mike Conley's number 3. Good guess. Number 2. Okay, number 2 and number 4 are on new teams this year.
Ooh. Like, do they get traded mid or?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Okay,
Jalen Brunson.
No.
Okay.
that was a good guess.
Last hints until I'm done.
Oh shit.
1 was a starter and now is washed, and then the second guy, number 4, is on a huge, crazy contract now, which was unexpected going into the
One
season.
of them, Kyle Lowry.
No.
Okay.
Not a bad guess.
Yeah, I quit. I can't think of anybody. Russ.
No.
Dude,
Harden. That's about it.
that's so hard.
I'm gonna start doing this every time. This is fun.
Yeah. Obscure stats. Just
Yeah,
like have us locked
I
in
don't
on.
know, dude.
You guys are gonna like be like, oh damn. Number 2 was Chris Paul.
Okay.
Number 4 was Fred VanVleet.
Okay.
I haven't been thinking about Chris Paul because he broke his hand in like
Yeah,
the
that's
fourth
what
week
I
of
was-
the
that's what
season,
threw me
so
off.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
He hasn't played in a minute.
That is true.
Yeah.
And
Van
then
Vliet, I just kind of low key forgot about.
tonight, he spelled Embiid wrong. Embiid spelled with 2 E's instead of I's. Embiid had 70 points tonight.
That's disgusting.
Franchise record in a game.
he's
That
the
was
MVP,
So
so-
what
dude.
happens when you put a sorry center? Like,
Dude, did you see what Pop said before the game?
He said
Yes,
he
he's
said
like,
something
"We're
about we're
gonna
gonna
put the
contain
hammer
him.
on
We're gonna put the
Yeah.
hammer on him. He's gonna
Dude.
be locking him down all
Bad
game.
idea.
What a stupid statement, dude.
Embiid's one of the greatest scorers we've ever watched in a regular season,
Honestly,
by far.
He's-
In one
I mean,
season, by far.
Dude, he's putting
Yeah.
up he's the
It's
undisputed
actually
35
disgusting that
plus a
two different
game.
guys on a team can put up crazy
Yeah.
margins like that. I mean, like
This dude is the
70
MVP.
and then Maxey had 50
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. Well,
It's
probably
just
a month
insane.
ago, but
Maxi's inconsistent though.
he is.
Majorly.
I mean, he's young.
Dude,
He is,
was
but
it-
just right now.
Embiid is my MVP, dude.
I feel like
I still want to wait.
I mean, the Sixers.
It's too early.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Embiid
just-
looks really good, but he's
I mean,
It's
both of them
gross.
do.
And how good the Sixers have been.
Jokic's efficiency. Jokic is just underrated, like he is every single
Yeah.
year. That's what's hard
Honestly,
to go
like,
by
it's
for me.
just like one of those things where I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's dumb. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like either way. Like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But I think this year, like last year, I feel like it should have been Jokic. I feel like
Yeah.
this year's Embiid,
Yeah,
35 points is
Is
just disgusting.
gross. Dude.
yeah, it is pretty insane. Cat had 63 tonight. Only 4 in the fourth quarter though, which is
And lost.
pretty embarrassing.
I think
And
it's-
And lost
to
to
a
the
garbage
Hornets.
Hornets team.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know about that, dude.
That's
That's,
gross.
ridiculous.
How do you lose to the Hornets?
That was pretty bad.
Where was Ant, bro? What happened? He died.
He had a pretty bad game tonight.
Yeah.
Cat just randomly.
Well, I
be
feel like
putting
it
up-
was just Cat. Like,
He's
it's hard to have
yeah.
a good
A
game
lot of
when
people were
Cat
saying
starts
that.
with 8 threes in the first quarter.
I
and
know.
He's just gonna be shooting all game.
A lot of people were
so-
saying Ant was like clearly not letting his ego get to him and just letting Cat do his
I
thing,
mean, it's
which was
just like one of
kind
those
of
things,
true when
like,
I looked at the highlights.
if your starting center is just like being
Chucking threes
and
and making
Yeah,
them.
just
Did
let
you
him, bro.
see the video of the Hornets announcer
No.
when he shot up that three from like a good like 28 feet out or something like that?
I'll
He
watch
was
it
like,
after. I want to watch that after.
Yeah, that was good.
And then Kevin Durant had 43 and apparently the game winner too.
That's
Yeah,
back-to-back
yeah.
40-piece.
Yeah, Katie did have the game
And
winner.
Suns.
1.6 on the clock.
Katie
over
is the
Alex
most
Caruso.
underrated MVP candidate this year by far.
I wouldn't go as far as MVP candidate, but he's having
He's
a
gonna
really
be by the
good
end of the
season.
season, and he already
That's
is.
definitely
Yeah, that's not a
that's
crazy
fair.
thing.
I mean, I don't.
He was my
agree with
pick going into the
that. Unless
season.
like the Suns go on some crazy streak and like
They're
really
at 6 right
good.
now.
I think they could get to the 4th or 5th by the end of the season, and
Yeah.
that's
I mean, I hope.
They could
enough.
sneak in with a 4th seed, and
Mhm.
then if they figure things out, bring in like a defensive piece, they could do something.
could figure it out
but,
for sure.
You know,
We're
at
pretty
this
set.
point, I'm still not hopeful.
It's looking pretty good.
It was a stat that Patrick Mahomes. This is his 7th playoff game of his career, and the Cardinals in their entire history have played in 17 playoff games. So, I mean,
So Mahomes,
you can't get any more poverty than that.
that's pretty. I'll probably make that its own little clip
Yeah.
just because that's pretty insane. And then
We suck.
I have a note that says I saved this on Instagram. Overreaction or underreactions from today's post from I think ESPN. It was maybe.
Saw
Yeah,
something about
ESPN.
that.
So, first one, overreaction. Josh Allen's Bills will never get over their playoff hump. I do not think that's an overreaction. I completely agree. I don't see the Bills getting anywhere in the playoffs at this point,
I don't want to
dude.
jump the ship yet. I saw this.
They're losing
comparison
Diggs.
Of, I don't know. I feel like they could just. They have picks and stuff. They could just.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
just-
say they could bounce back with picks.
They could do the same thing
It
and go
doesn't
after
look good.
CD if CD can't get the contract he wants.
Yeah,
It's just
well,
like-
there's no way that we're letting CD go. Like we'll give up
You're
anyone. except CD, bro.
underestimating Jerry Jones, bro.
Yeah.
You said last week Jerry Jones isn't even that bad of an owner.
He isn't that bad of an owner. I mean, he's better than
He's
Bidwell
made
and
some
something
dumb
like that.
decisions.
So, I mean, like, at least he tries to be competitive
Yeah.
every year. But
So I honestly though I just don't see that being an overreaction, especially with Mahomes always ending up against him and never losing.
Yeah.
That's just
I've
I
seen
don't
a
see
lot of
them
people
doing
like comparing it to like Tom Brady and Peyton,
yeah.
and I feel like it's fair if we're talking just like the types of players and stuff. Like,
yeah,
especially like that comparison between Peyton and Josh Allen.
yeah, that is true. Honestly,
But the problem is it's not even Josh Allen because Josh Allen
No,
has played
he's
excellent,
not
and,
really.
like,
great quarterback.
every time they play each other, he's never
he
been the
outplayed
problem.
Mahomes
Like,
by far last night.
yeah, he did. So except for that last drive, honestly, there was some suspicious.
yeah.
There were also some like
I
bad
don't know what he's
drops.
doing.
Stephon
Yeah,
Diggs
that
clear
Diggs-
touchdown.
Stephon Diggs literally gave that
He
game
sold
away.
last night.
That
He was
was
trying
an
to get
80
traded.
yard pass.
He was trying to lose.
He's trying to
bro.
get cut.
It seemed
He's not
like
even
it,
trying to
dude.
get traded at this
Like,
point, bro. Him and AJ Brown.
He
They're
needs to
gonna link
learn
up on
Chinese.
his
bro.
Honestly,
New York.
AJ Brown to the Bills.
You're just fighting fire with fire at that point.
Yeah,
He's not
AJ
that-
Brown's the same player.
I think AJ
If
Brown
not
isn't like the
worse.
same type of diva though.
He might
Yeah,
be worse.
he's a bit
AJ
of a
Brown
diva.
is a diva, dude. He's bad.
but I don't think he's as bad as Stephon Diggs.
Stephon
It's
Diggs
close.
is like
Stephon
mega
Diggs is
perennial
a lot
crybaby.
worse than a lot of players, but AJ Brown is really
I
close
don't know.
there.
It's AJ Brown is just like nothing has really struck me as like he's like a really big diva.
Yeah.
I mean, he's trying to force his way out. I don't think he even did it on purpose.
Mhm.
I think he just what he did like in like week 17 with the
Yeah.
team meeting, player meeting, everything.
That was kind
I
of
think that just rubbed management the wrong way. I don't even think he really wanted out. He was
No.
just really frustrated with like
Yeah,
I think part of it was
management
him
and stuff
just
like that.
kind of being bitchy about his situation.
I mean,
though.
it's
He
just
can't
the
be doing
whole
that
team,
kind of stuff, though.
like
yeah,
especially management. It was all management. They folded mid-season. And
Yeah,
yeah.
that's frustrating, and I completely understand.
that is
So
true.
I don't think he's like a true diva.
Yeah, I just don't think he has faith in the team after
Yeah.
that point. I mean, like, how could
I wouldn't
you?
either.
Yeah,
Especially,
like how could
There's
you?
no
I mean,
way I
after that
could.
Cardinals, like the post game interview he
Yeah.
had after the Cardinals game,
Yeah,
he was done with it. I mean, that was
I don't
their,
blame him honestly.
That was their fourth loss.
I'd be
in
done with
5
it too.
games.
Like at this
If
point,
we
you just
started
gotta
11-0.
you gotta know when there's no hope.
I mean, you got your fucking peak center retiring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that whole team. I feel like they have.
Oh
good
yeah,
bones,
Eagles
so I'm
for
not worried
sure.
about
Eagles
it,
have
but
less of a chance in the future than the Bills by far at this point.
I don't know. I think both teams are going to go through like a soft rebuild. I don't
I don't
they'll,
think
like,
the Eagles are going to be
start
able to
from
rebuild
scratch or
though.
anything.
And
mean,
I
they
hate
just
the
need to
Eagles,
keep,
but I'm not even
like piecing together pieces.
I'm not
I
even
don't-
trying to be an Eagles hater. I do not see
'cause,
any
I
hope
mean,
in the
Jalen
future.
Hurts still isn't on his deal, so you got to like they have room. to
Yeah, they
get
got a
stuff
bit of
done.
cap space.
Yeah, but
I think the Bills will succeed. They got pretty good game.
Bills,
management.
I just feel like
Eagles
new
don't have good
receiver.
enough
They need to
coaches.
work on their line.
yeah,
That's about it.
Yeah,
they just need a deeper
new
team.
kicker, please.
Yeah,
That was
thing
insane.
Is, I feel bad for those kind of situations because kickers can be good all year and they just fold in the playoffs. Like
Yeah, it's kind of
Aubrey,
embarrassing.
That Packers kicker.
I don't know if I would say Aubrey. Like he did worse, but he didn't sell.
He wasn't the reason they
Yeah.
lost that game, but
Yeah.
He underperformed.
You
though.
can't just start missing kicks
Yeah,
in
no.
playoff games, even if it is. I mean, that's what happened to Meyer
Yeah,
in
I mean,
last year. They didn't lose that game, but he still missed
Yeah.
5 kicks total.
That's
that
true.
Game. So I mean, like
Meyer sucked though. Honestly.
the problem is Meyer's actually like an insanely good long ball kicker.
he could
He
be.
does.
set
He
points,
actually
though,
holds
yeah.
the record for most
Yeah.
like over 60 yarders, which is actually kind of crazy. But
Yeah, it is pretty insane, honestly.
he's also.
especially
I
considering
didn't realize
who
he's
he
been
is.
like in and out of the league since like 2009, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, he's
but-
been playing for like a
I mean, he was kicking
weirdly
for the,
long time.
for the Rams, and
In
he got
St.
cut.
Louis.
He got, yeah, probably. No, but it's actually like I didn't really. He got brought up back to the team for that playoff game. He had been
Oh,
cut
really?
all year. He got cut in
Oh.
week 3, and they brought him back because he knew the plays and everything. Like he knew the setup.
Oh damn, I did not know
Because their
that.
kicker got hurt. I don't know. I'm blinking on the Rams kicker's name,
Mhm.
but
We should move on.
yeah, we should.
we got
Talked about that for a
kicker
while.
sidetracked off of the Bills.
Yeah.
But this one says not an overreaction, which is true, kinda. I don't like the Lions, but if the 49ers are in trouble next week if Debo can't play. I don't even know, honestly.
No.
I don't
Like-
think so.
I don't completely think so. I think the
it's
Lions
gonna be
are
a
still
close game because
frauds.
the Lions. I don't want to go as far as frauds because they're
I
a
will.
good team. They're built well.
They've had
They're
They've
good. They
so
just have such an easy path, bro.
dude.
It's disgusting. They've had the easiest path to their
Yes, they
point of
play at
any
home.
playoff
I mean,
team
they get
this
to
year.
play away this week. So I mean,
Every
we'll
other
see.
team, like,
I don't think they're.
yeah,
I don't like the Lions.
The thing is, I don't think
like
the,
any of
I don't think
teams
the
left.
Niners are like completely untouchable because I don't think they could beat the Ravens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just like where
I would
sit
say
on
they're
that.
untouchable in the
But,
NFC.
I don't know.
but
The
once it
Lions
gets
just
to the
like
Ravens, we'll
the
see.
Lions like random losses where they just got blown out randomly during the season.
Yeah,
Dude, I got
Those
know,
always
that's
just felt
true.
weird to me. Like
yeah. And I don't know, dude. It's gonna be interesting.
I got a bad feeling next week that the Pats are gonna end up beating the Ravens somehow, or Patty is.
Yeah.
Patty squad.
Patty
I
squad.
think
Yeah.
we'll get to that. Well, I'll save it.
I really
Overreaction. It says.
Me too.
Jordan Love will win more Super Bowls as a Packer than Aaron Rodgers did. They literally copied us.
Yeah.
They completely copied what I said from a week ago.
Overreaction.
Yeah.
Well, he only has to get 2.
Yeah, I know.
so-
I was gonna say I wouldn't say overreaction.
They got a great setup.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's
Green Bay
likely.
develops their quarterbacks so
Yeah.
crazy
That's
good.
so unfair. They get like 3
Generational quarterbacks
over
in
a
row.
50-year span.
Mhm.
They're gonna have all elite quarterbacks.
I wonder who's next on the team. They're gonna draft someone. Everyone's gonna stay on that player for like 3 years, and they're gonna suck.
Dude, but the funny thing is, like, what happens if like Jordan Love just plays trash next year?
I know
That'd
that'd
be
be
really
pretty
funny.
funny.
I don't know why that just always like comes to mind to me. Like, what if players
Yeah.
just like turn garbage? Like, I was thinking, like, what if Joe Burrow just comes back next season and he's not good anymore?
Yeah,
I'd be
Jamar
sad.
Chase would be out.
What if he
already
ends up
might
like
be.
Carson Palmer, where he just like he played really good for a few years, got
With
hurt
the
a bunch of
Bengals.
times, and then forced his way out of
Yeah.
Cincinnati, and then
Joe Burrow to
He
the
goes to-
Cardinals confirmed.
Please, Joe, come to
Please
the
go to the
Um,
Cardinals and wear number 3, please.
This one says overreaction because it is. The Lions are built to beat the 49ers in a
No.
playoff game.
No,
What is that
that's-
even
that's-
supposed to mean?
No
bro?
one is built.
Who agrees with that?
No one is built.
Unless like
to beat the
Aiden
Niners.
Hutchinson just
Like-
goes absolutely like nuclear.
He's been
like
good,
12
but-
sacks.
The
That
Ravens
O-line-
can beat the Niners, but like no one's built to beat the Niners.
Yeah, no one is built to beat a team that crazy.
Mhm.
Like
They're
it's
stacked.
disgusting. It's not even fair.
insane. Yeah, there's like no flaw to that team rather than like Brock Purdy.
Yeah. And then that is it for those. So our last two things, recap of our game predictions from last week. I actually went 100%, which was weird. So Niners, Packers, not weird, just kind of expected.
Yeah.
Niners, Packers, we all said Niners, which did end up happening. That one was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It was a really good game, though.
It was
That was an insane
dude,
game.
all weekend. It was great.
Yeah,
games.
great games,
the,
except for Texans, Ravens,
except for
which
That was so disappointing.
Yeah.
Dude. It was.
it was
so
a good
close.
first half.
Yeah,
and then
that
Lamar
first half was
cooked.
awesome.
4 total touchdowns. The Ravens did win. Me and Zeke had them. Parker had the Texans. Lamar, 4 total touchdowns is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Dude,
Not a
he
ton of
kept
yards.
it close. CJ kept it close.
Yeah. Lamar did like an equal running and passing game. It was actually kind of insane.
Yeah.
He had 100 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and like 126 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. So, very good. Bucks versus Lions. I really wanted Baker to make it to the Niners round, even though he would get destroyed. But the Lions did end up winning. We all did pick them. And then with the final game, the Bills-Chiefs, another, just as always, one of the best
Classic.
games we've ever watched.
Oh,
man.
All 4.
That's like a full-fledged like NFL script classic right
Dude,
there.
it's
just like
it's
that
one of
goes-
the it's the best
not
rivalry we're
script
gonna.
in the bad way like Parker's
Scripted.
gonna go. But
I think it might be one of the best rivalries we'll ever get to watch.
It's
honestly.
so
Honestly.
awesome.
This
dude.
is
and
so
people
nice.
like it's just like it's not the same as like the Tom Brady Peyton Manning
It's,
thing.
it's better. I don't
It's
care.
so
I don't know.
awesome
It's
to
just
Dude,
like
it's so fun
great
to watch.
And
Dude.
I want Josh Allen to win one.
I know,
eventually.
dude, you can
bad, 'cause I'm
say-
starting to feel bad for him.
You
honestly.
can say like
it's just, like,
Mahomes owns Allen, but like
he
does.
doesn't. Like it's
I'm-
just like it's not even.
He doesn't himself, but
Yeah,
when
I don't-
when,
it's
you,
like
when you want to
they,
talk about
they own the
QBs,
Bills, but not
I don't know.
Allen.
The thing
Always
is,
plays
even if-
amazing.
I feel like
Yeah.
if Tyler Bass hit that kick, they're still losing that game, which is just
They
like,
would've
it's just
probably.
whatever,
They
but-
probably
Yeah.
would have got the field goal.
It's just the Chiefs own the Bills. Like since
Yeah.
the 2 quarterbacks have started.
Which is actually since they started, the Bills are like 4-3 against them. It's just they only lose.
It's,
in
well,
the
yeah, playoffs. When it
Yeah.
matters, they're
when it matters, they just
disgustingly
lose
bad
every
against
single
them.
time.
Dude, Stephon Diggs gotta change that game
Yeah.
if he actually gave
So,
a shit.
I
Yeah.
had the Chiefs. They had the Bills. So good picks by me. Next week's predictions. Oh, there's actually 2 more topics. My bad. The next one is relatively short. Next week's predictions: Lions versus Niners. Niners. No question to
Niners.
me at all.
Yeah,
It'll be close because
I don't think
it
yeah, I
has
don't
to
think it's
be
gonna a
in the
blowout or
NFC
anything,
Championship,
but,
but it's gonna. They're not gonna win. The Lions can't go to Super Bowls here. And then
I agree.
Chiefs Ravens. What a game!
Dude,
That's
I got a
Ravens.
bad feeling.
They
I got
beat
the
them earlier
Chiefs.
this year. So
I got
just feel like-
Chiefs Niners Super Bowl rematch. Dude, Chiefs might win the Super Bowl.
I want Ravens Niners Super Bowl rematch 2015.
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
it's just like
I got
That's when the
Chiefs.
stadium went out, wasn't it?
yeah.
I got a bad feeling, bro.
You got the
Taylor,
Chiefs?
Taylor Swift curse, bro.
Oh my god. Who do you have? You have Ravens?
Yeah, I got Ravens.
Okay, that's fair, dude. It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be an awesome game. I hope it's not like total shit.
Yeah,
That would really suck.
And then
honestly, I would have so much joy watching the Ravens blow them out if that was.
It would really suck
I
if
wouldn't
it
be
was like
mad.
the Texans Ravens game.
I wouldn't be mad
wouldn't
watching the
upset.
Niners.
I would love to watch.
Yeah.
I want
Patrick Mahomes
another.
have
I want a
crybaby
tight game, dude.
meltdown on the sideline.
If the Niners got blown out, and as a Cowboys fan, I could continue to say we won one more recently, I could care less how the Super Bowl goes.
Okay.
Like, honestly. So,
I like to watch teams suffer, so I mean,
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
I don't even care who wins at this point.
yeah. So, last topic, our way too early Super Bowl predictions for next year. The two teams and the winner.
Okay.
So, I'm just going purely based off what I think will happen in the offseason mainly. I think Dallas gets the rebuild year that they needed and go all out to win one finally. And I think we make it from the NFC. And this is my super fun hot take for next season, that Aaron Rodgers comes back and gets a crazy good receiver, and they have an absurd season because they could have. They had so much potential in the first, 4 weeks.
Do you see they're bringing back the 80s jerseys permanent? They're
No.
getting new home jerseys. And
So
a
they're
win, I think.
set to win.
Yeah.
I got Cowboys, Jets, Super Bowl. Cowboys win next year. Genuinely. Crazy take, but I'm happy to put that out there. I know this is a little on the spot. This is just a quick, basic.
I'm just gonna throw it out here. I'm gonna say
It's kind of tough when you got to
Ravens,
think about
Packers
injuries
is
and
what I'm
stuff.
going with.
Oh, okay. Raven. That's a good one.
I was gonna say Ravens, but
That Ravens team's only gonna get better in my book, so I just feel like
yeah.
That's fair. I think I won't argue it, but that is arguable. I feel like it's scary, but fair. Who do you think?
I feel like Ravens are a lock in my book. But
Okay.
like Bills would be cool, but like
I was
that'd be so
thinking,
awesome, dude.
but probably not.
Yeah.
So who do the Ravens face? Oh, who do you have winning? Ravens or Packers?
that's difficult. I don't know. I just feel like I have a weird feeling.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I feel like the Ravens are gonna win this year, so I'm gonna go with the Packers next year.
Okay,
That
that's
might
fair.
just look
That's-
really stupid. The Packers could miss the playoffs or something, but whatever.
It's fair. No one's gonna come
I'm
back
gonna
to
say Ravens, Cowboys.
Okay, and then who do you think will end up winning that next year?
I feel like the
Keep in
Ravens.
mind the Cowboys will have Derrick Henry. Take that into consideration.
Or the Ravens.
Yeah, I know.
Or the Bills, Buffalo Bills.
It just doesn't make
No
sense
point.
to me.
Get a receiver. But that concludes episode 30-something, and we appreciate you
30?
guys.
Three?
Something.
Three?
I said in the beginning. They know.
Okay.
So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.